Are you a glue lover or not? That is the question today. All right, maybe not wood glue, but badge glue. Yes? No? Well, either way, the Scout Shop want to know from you. I don't know if you saw the email that went out from the Scout store. The survey was asking leaders, basically they're asking, do you attach these bad boys to your blanket using glue? Would you purchase badges that had the backing of iron-on? So do you iron on your badges? Yes? No? And it went on. And then it said, thank you. It's about 4 questions. And it got me thinking, do you as a leader use badge glue? Well, hands up, I did many years ago. Because if you're a regular viewer to Big Man of Woods, you know that my sewing skills aren't up to the best. I try, but, well, badges are slowly falling off, as you can see over time. But that's just it. And it's one of those skills that I really need to brush up on. I really need my wife, who teaches sewing as her job, to help me a bit, because in the past, and I've reached for the glue to try and speed up the process of attaching these badges to my blanket, and it works well until you use that blanket and it just falls apart. We'll dive into that in a few seconds. But before we talk about glue, time for a brew. Glue brew? Oh, that rhymes a bit. All right, leaders, we've all been there, yeah? I'm pretty sure 99.9% of us have been there where we've considered badge glue, because we have got a box of badges that we just need to sew onto a badge blanket and just never got around to it. So we thought, you know what, let's use glue, speed up the process, and yeah, it works. For the first time you have that blanket, it is brilliant. I have glued on to this, to this very blanket many badges. Yeah, I've got badges that tell a whole load of different stories. Look at that one. That's the first YouTube Scout group during lockdown. I'll never forget that. And then I've got badges that, here we are, point proven. This one, scouting 1 hour a week. I glued that one on, and can you hear that? ASMR. It's, well, as you can see, it's come off. So have a look at the other badge. There's some others on here. There we are. This one is a paw print badge. St. George's, I glued that one on, and look, that's come off as well. There's quite a few over time. There's another one. This is a big one. Here's a big boy badge. This one, I love this badge. Scout Skills from America. Can you see that one? It's on that bit, but the glue has come off, and that's the problem. Now, we're not going to get scientifically or anything, but the glue works really well to get the badges on, to get through that box of badges. I have hundreds and hundreds of badges that I need to attach to my blanket, and it takes time sewing it on, but with the glue it takes seconds. Then you attach it, looks brilliant, love it. Take it to camp, amazing, keeps you nice and warm around the campfire overnight. Put it back in your bag, you come to the camp a couple of months later, and that's what you see. Badges have fallen off because the glue just breaks down. It makes that badge really stiff. So when you fold up your badge in your bag or wherever you do with it, it makes that badge brittle and it snaps. The other thing, I don't do this. I like the smell of my campfire blanket, all right? But some people wash their blankets or wherever they attach their badges, and the washing machine warms up the glue, loosens it all up, puts that glue into a liquid, and it comes off again. And if you are in a country where the temperature fluctuates, particularly I keep my blanket badge up in the loft, so it gets quite warm up in the loft. So it gets warm, it gets cold, it gets warm, it gets cold. That glue again remelts, and those badges come off. Unfortunately, there's only one way of attaching these badges to your blanket, and that is good old-fashioned thread and a needle. That's only one way, unfortunately. The glues I've used, I've experimented with different glues. I've used sheets, iron-on sheets. Some work, some don't. And now in the end, I've just given up, and I persuade my mother-in-law, I pay her to sew on some of my badges onto my blanket badge. It's not something that I I'm great at, you know. I might do it for an hour or so and then think, yes, it's brilliant, and then I get bored. So Scout Leaders, my question to you is, are you a badge glue user or not? If you do use glue, you might want to reconsider. Otherwise, you're going to get as frustrated as me and waste that time gluing those badges on when that time you've spent could have sewn on those badges. All right, so guess what I'm doing for the next hour or so? Sewing those badges that have fallen off. Oh, if you want to learn about why we have a camp blanket, watch this video here. It explains the history and what we do and how to get your badge looking nice.